You are now tuned in to Catch the Vibe live with Brown Eyes. Catch the vibe, let's get it, yo. Catch the vibe, let's go. Catch the vibe, let's get it, yo. Catch the vibe, let's go. Catch the vibe, let's get it, yo. Catch the vibe, let's go. Come on in and let's talk about it. Hello, and welcome to Catch the Vibe with Brown Eyes. This is a spin-off show from our bigger show, which is Community Vibes with Brown Eyes, that is shown monthly on our YouTube site. This particular show is to show you more people in the community and to actually go into communities to give you some type of knowledge and information about what others are doing in the community that are offering resources and services to different people. The group being about God's business was showcased at our most recent show, and there was so much to unpack. And there wasn't enough time for me to go out with them before the show, so I decided to go out with them this weekend. And boy, only thing I can say to you is that I was overwhelmed. I said on the show that people are houseless and they are homeless and it's getting worse. My thought of getting worse was what I saw today. So if getting worse is worse than what I thought getting worse was, then we're in a bad state. Today I went out to be a part of being about God's business, to serve some of the people who are food insecure. And we started out with Antoinette Green and Daphne and Angelo and the whole crew going out to give food out, and some more joined us as we went along. And starting in Irvington, from the time we got out the car, people lined up. They already knew because they're so used to being about God's business, coming on the scene, and they know what they have to offer them, food. People came from across the street, people came from out of the park, and they all lined up, and they were very grateful, very humble, saying God bless you, and they were thankful to get a meal for the day. And I, as well as the team, they're always thankful for being out there. So after we finished in Irvington, New Jersey, we headed down to Newark, New Jersey, and we rode in and went by another park in the area. And I turned around to help get the boxes out of the vehicle. And by the time I turned back around, it was an overwhelming number of people that knew what we pulled up to do, to bring food, waiting to get food. I'm talking about men, women, children, families, people living in their cars and coming from out of the shelters and just there on a daily basis, like looking for people to come and bring them food. And it was so overwhelming for me that I literally couldn't even get my mind together to start giving things out. But Antoinette and her team, they're so skilled in this, and they have built their organized way in doing this so much that they knew what to do. And so I stepped back and I took pictures, and I just watched and talked to some people there and talked about how all of those people were out there looking for something to eat. And this is a situation that I think everyone in the community should get involved in. If you don't have time to come out to pass out food and be a part of being about God's business, and it only takes about 2 hours. I mean, the food was going so quick. We would need a truckload of food to satisfy all the people that were out there that were in need. There wasn't enough, and there were other people who were pulling up from other organizations and other people who have, kitchens and soup kitchens or just their own kitchen that were bringing foods. And every time someone came, they all lined up. I saw people praying before they ate. Is this what America has really come to? Is this what New Jersey has come to? And I mean, this was only in Irvington and Newark, New Jersey that I experienced this in. And I'm sure there's so many other cities within this state and so many other states that are experiencing the same thing. Now, I know people can talk about it because on the last show, I talked about it. I said, there's 42 million people in this country that go to bed hungry or is looking for a way to find their next meal. There's 2,700 people in Newark, New Jersey on a daily basis looking for food. It's one thing to talk about it, but I'm going to tell you, being out there today and seeing it with my own eyes, man, I'm telling you, it was so overwhelming. So overwhelming. And I mean, like, we as a people, we complain about our jobs on a daily basis. Oh, I don't want to be here. Or we get there. As soon as we get there, we say, oh, when is it time to leave? Is it time to leave yet? But we leave and we go home. We get in our cars. If we need to fill up our gas tanks, we run to the gas station, even if it's the cheapest one, because we don't have much. But we get to fill our tank at least halfway up. We go home. We sit down. We look in our refrigerators and we decide what we want to eat. We have a bathroom to shower whenever we feel like it, a bed to sleep in, a lock on our door to feel secure when we're behind them. And yeah, we work for them. But some of us are not that fortunate. And today, being out there with being about God's business made me look at my life totally different. I came home thankful for the little apartment that I'm always complaining about. Oh, I need more space. We got to move. We got to do this. I'm thankful for this apartment. I'm thankful for what I work for and what God allows me to pay for to keep me comfortable in life. So I say all this to say that there's a need. And I know there's a lot of people out here in the community, the New Jersey community, Irvington, Newark, New Jersey, East Orange, wherever you are, there's a need. And being about God's business is handling that need. They're coming out. They're using their own funding and their time. And it didn't even take long. I'm talking about 2 hours within less than time that we had no more left to give out. So if you have time, if you have it in your heart to donate food, if you want to donate monies to being about God's business to help them, prepare and bring food to other people, please, by all means, get in contact with them. They have a Facebook page. It's Being About God's Business. I went out with them today, and I'm telling you, I was overwhelmed at the sight that I saw of children, women, families, women with babies that were in the park waiting for something to eat. So if you have a heart and you want to give, contact Community Vibes with Brown Eyes, inbox me, or you can go to Being About God's Business page here in New Jersey and contact them and let them know how you could be of a help, even if it's just giving them the supplies and the food that they need to create the bags of food and fruit and water that they give out to these people that they so much appreciate and are thankful for. You never know when you end up in a situation and have a need. It could be any of us. So today I'm grateful and I'm thankful for what I have and for what I'm provided with, and I hope you are too. Please get involved in any kind of way you can. You are greatly appreciated, and thank you for tuning in to Catch the Vibe Live with Brown Eyes. See you soon.
Okay, so it's very much a need in down here with the people, and that's what we come out to do, to serve them. And they hungry, they're eating, and we give out tracts, the word of God.